I literally just hopped out of the shower because I thought this was my sister.
A $4 million 1031 exchange right now. I don't know if that's even somewhere in the range that you'd even consider. Today, I wanted to talk on a few different topics. Again, I got my notes over here, so if you're going to see me go side to side, you know why. Yeah, hi, Daniel. My name is Henry. I am a local investor. I run a small investment fund locally, and my partners.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Well, I have an off-market I'm not looking to buy your property. I have a few off-market properties locally, and I was just calling a few select owners to see if you might consider buying something else in town.
Oh, I could buy it, but I'm not selling.
Okay.
I get 2 calls a day, so that's why I'm short with you.
No, listen, all good. All good. I get the same thing. I get the same thing. All good. I mean, I see the one you have on 7th. I mean, do you only buy properties like this, or do you buy anything, or what's your criteria look like?
I buy stuff that makes money. I buy apartment buildings.
Well, I was just say I have 2 things actually in Long Branch that could be interesting. One's a self-storage facility.
You know what's funny? We have you called me already. That's funny. You called me because I'll tell you why. I know all the players, and I know that storage facility, and it doesn't make any money, or else I would have bought it from my buddies that own it. But somebody else bought it thinking they're going to do something else with it, and they think they know more than they can put out. So I don't know what they're doing now. So they're scrambling, and they overpaid for it because it's at dinner with my buddy who sold it. So my point is, I'm not interested in buying something that makes absolutely no money. I'll be drowning for the next 25 years. You're
talking about the one on Willow?
One on Willow? It's not Willow. It's in that west.
For whatever reason, the property's address is on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it says. I grew up in Long Branch. It's west, but Willow's 5th Street. But
yeah, for whatever reason, it's Willow. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not a big deal. I have another, but I'm saying I had actually. Well, I had 2 properties. That was one, which I guess obviously everyone knows everything that's going on in town. And then I have another guy who I was speaking with, who owns a property on. Let me give me 1 second here. I'll send you some details. What's your email address, and I'll kick it to you. I mean, listen, they're getting some crazy numbers on rentals there, so I mean, I know they're going to do okay.
I own a lot of real estate. I know what's going on. I've owned it my whole entire life.
I get it.
I know exactly what's going on. I got here, Florida. I know I've got my finger on the pulse every day.
Well, look, I will. I mean, do you only buy multifamilies and self-storage? Is the only 2 things you buy?
Yeah, that's it. Don't tell me anything.
I promise I won't.
Yeah.
And when it comes to self-storage, do you care how it looks, or do you care that it's like it needs to look like a self-storage facility, or do you buy like bigger warehouse space that you could use as self-storage?
No, I mean we buy storage facilities.
Okay. Like as in like operate. What I'm trying to say is like operating self-storage facilities, not
operate. Yeah, operate.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go through zoning and try to keep stuff with the past.
And then for the multifamily,
multifamily, it's got to be a brick apartment building. It can't be a half-ass 2-family house at the time of get a fucking sort of Long Branch for $1.5 million.
Yeah, I get that.
People gotta have a fucking head to think.
So you're looking for like what, 10 units minimum?
Yeah, at least anything other than that, I'm just gonna get a hot dog. And it's gonna make sense, but nothing's making sense right now. Nothing's making sense.
Yeah,
it's absolutely nothing. Okay, interest rates are going up to 8%, which is fine. I bought my first house back in 1984. Interest rates were 11.3%. So I get that. I don't care about the interest rate, but people are fucking. They got to get everybody wants to retire on their 2-family house.
Yep.
But I'm not interested in 2-family houses. That's for the small guys.
I get it. I get it.
That years ago, I got out of that.
Yeah. Well, look, I will. I'll put something together. Anything that I think is interesting and you can make money on, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Bye. I want you to keep in mind that like as soon as I get some type of pushback, I'm immediately shifting gears into like, oh no, I was calling you for the buy side. Like I already knew he was about to hang up on me, right? So like I'm gonna flip it into the buy side conversation and not just like, oh, I'm going to keep going with the sell side conversation and maybe he'll change his mind by the end of it. That's just not the case. You need to be hot on your toes, right? So like I'm going with these opening lines that I'm trialing all the time and seeing what I'm going to get the best results with. I don't care what the hell I say to them. It doesn't matter what you say on the opening line. You know, you could be like, hi, I'm your neighbor Bob. Like it really doesn't matter. And then you can call back and say like, hey, you know, you're speaking with my partner Bob about your property. And, you know, he told me that, you know, it probably the investment didn't make sense for him. So I figured I'd give you a call. You get my point here, right? It's like, you don't have to think that it has to be so pretty. And the whole purpose of an opening line is to what, right? Is to get their attention and then get them to give you some information about what their thoughts are, right? The opening line is really just to keep them talking so that they don't hang up on you. That's the whole purpose of an opening line, just like keep them going. Yeah, hey, Mike, my name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town. I run a small investment office locally. And I was giving you a call because my partner and I just sold off a few properties and we're going through a 1031 exchange. So I was just giving you a call to see if you'd be totally against selling the property on a...
No, the property on
I got you. I mean, do you have anything else you at least might consider hearing an offer on so you have something to say no to?
I don't have anything at this point that I want to sell. Gotcha. I do appreciate you looking out.
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, I mean, we come across a lot of stuff we say no to. Are you at all open to buying something else?
At this point in time, I'm just going to stay the position I have and see where this takes me into the next, I don't know, I want to say the next turn. I don't know what's happening. Are we in a recession? Are we going to have a recession? Are we just going to continue with inflation?
Yeah.
So right now, I don't really want to do much. The Fed's is talking about 2 more increases on interest rates. I'm going to just keep the position I have right now.
Yeah. Understood. Okay. Well, look, why don't we at least keep in touch over the next 6, 12, 24 months and see if and when things change, we get back in touch.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks. You know, give him a call. I'll put him on a 12-month campaign. And he's got some interesting property, you know, like, I don't know, you know, maybe he'll sell it in the next go around. Who knows? But I want to have his information just in case. Yeah. Hey, Rob, this is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town calling about your building on Industrial Road. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing great. I'm sure you get calls like this all the time. I actually run a small investment office locally, and my partner and I just sold off a few properties, and we're going through a 1031. So I'm just giving you a call to see if you'd be totally against hearing an offer on your property.
Yeah, not interested right now.
I get you. So do you actively buy and sell, or is this something you just have for a long time?
No, we have a bunch of different properties, so.
Got it. So if I brought you something else interesting,
what's that?
if I brought you something else local, would you be open to it?
Yeah, I can talk to you. Know, if you want to give me a call after lunch right now, I'm just currently trying to finish some stuff for a boat show. So if you call me after 2, I could chat a little bit then.
I'll call you after 2 o'clock. All right. Sounds good, Rob. Thank you. The second piece of becoming a great salesperson in this industry, which is not just an opening line, because an opening line is very crucial, by the way. Okay. But it's also how fast you pivot, how fast you can go from being in one script with one frame of mind and then immediately shifting when you get feedback from somebody. That's one of the biggest differences that I see with salespeople. Oh, Cheryl?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Cheryl. My name is Henry.
Yes.
I was calling you about your property on. How you doing today?
Fine.
Okay, great. I was just reaching out to you because, again, my name is Henry. I run a small investment office locally, and my partner and I just went through a 1031, or we're going through a 1031 exchange because we sold off a few properties near yours on Lincoln, and I was just curious if you'd be totally against selling the property.
I haven't really thought about those properties in a long time. I have your number. What are you doing? Buying up the area? What did you just say? I mean,
I guess I would love to, but I mean, like, I'm not that big of I mean, we run a small investment office. We just like the area.
Right. At this point, right, they're unbuildable. You know, I have 2 parcels. I have another parcel down there.
Okay,
years
great.
ago, I tried to buy them. Actually, the town of Barnegat owned them, and I kept requesting to buy the properties, and they never responded, and I wasn't going to hire a lawyer to request it at one of their board meetings or their plant, whatever. And then there's a builder, Scott Pereira down there, who has adjacent properties. I really haven't thought too much about it. That's where I am.
Well, because
I probably still unload them. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, what I'd like to try to do, at least just for you, and again, no harm, no foul either way, right? It sounds like we're both in the same kind of business here. But at least this way, what I can do is I can get you at least an offer in writing. This way you can, like, look it over and you have something to say yes or no to instead of just, you know, assuming, which maybe it makes sense for us, maybe it doesn't. I mean, just tell me, so it sounds like this has just been an investment for you for quite some time, correct?
Not even an investment. It was something we did we picked these up at an auction back in the 80s.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. What I can try to do here is that, why don't I put something in writing? I mean, do you have, like, it sounds like this is, again, someone rents from you, correct? You don't occupy the building yourself?
No, this is all undeveloped back there.
Yeah,
They
it's
have
just,
to put streets in, they have to put, it's completely undeveloped. Nothing down there. It abuts Barnegat High School.
I mean, what were you thinking of doing to it?
Basically, back in the day, I was trying to buy the adjacent lot and actually build a house down there when I retired from teaching. Yeah, it's still undeveloped. And my guess was, speaking to friends in real estate, they thought that they wanted a developer at that time to come in and just, because they didn't want to deal with the individual property holders, because they were just chopped up. And I don't know why they sold, I guess to make money, chopped up where you really couldn't build anything, because even at this point, I don't think it's designated as residential.
I get that. Well, I am curious. So, you're talking about so the property in Barnegat. What was that property address again?
I have your number. I literally just hopped out of the shower because I thought this was my sister.
Got it.
Just at this point, you have my number. I have your number. I have to think about it, and at least I know there's another option.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, again, what I'd love to try to do is, like, obviously, look, I'll let you go in a second. I was just curious if I can get the address this way, I can at least run some numbers. So next time you call, I can at least have an offer for you.
Hey, I will call you back with both. Not today. I'm too busy. I have 2 lots down there, and I'll call you back.
Okay, we'll chat later this week then. Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye now. Yeah, hey, Anthony.
Yes.
Yeah, hi. This is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town. I was giving you a call about your building on West Street. I run a small investment office with my partner, and we just sold off a few properties locally. So we were going through a 1031 exchange, and just curious if you'd be totally against selling your building.
I really don't think that's going to happen at this time.
Gotcha. I mean, would it be worth it for me to run some numbers and try to give you an offer, so at least you have something to say no to?
If you want to. I mean, I don't want to waste your time.
No, I understand.
But I had an offer recently, and we were moving forward with it. But you know what? We're just not ready to sell. So
I get that. I mean, are you looking to buy more stuff? I mean, what's the game plan instead?
Well, if I sold that, his way, if we sold, we're going to get killed on taxes because we own it too long.
You don't want to do a 1031, put it into a fund? What even has you thinking about selling, like, in the first place?
Oh, somebody came up with an offer just like your call, and it was enticing because I didn't think it was worth that much, but okay. But when I look at the tax end of it, nah, I'm not ready.
I get that. I mean, how much should they offer you?
It was just under $3 million for this building alone, and we own the property next door too.
And this property here is like an industrial property, right?
And yeah, this was about 5 years ago they made that offer, and it's about a 11,000 square foot office building.
So, got it. It's 11,000 square feet of office. Got it. And then what's the next door building?
It's a residence.
Okay, got it. All right, got it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, I'm definitely open to having a conversation. I have partners that are looking for a similar type of product locally. I don't know if we'll be around the 3 million range, and we've also discussed having structuring deals where we would do payments over time, so you're not killed on capital gains taxes right away. So essentially, we build out a payment structure where you get a good price for your property overall, but you're just paid over time, and you just pay taxes a little bit differently. Like, you don't have a lump sum to pay 40% on, right? Or 35% on. You basically structure it as a loan. So you have a much more minimal tax basis.
Like I said, business is too good right now, so we're not looking to sell. So
got it.
I appreciate your call, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we'll keep in touch, and maybe one day something makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious. How'd you get my cell number?
I just called the public tax records. That's all.
Oh, yeah, that's what they have. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure.
All right. You have a great day. Tell me your name again, so I remember.
Sure. My name is Henry. I'm in Red Bank all the time. So love it. Maybe, if you're ever local, I'll see you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Likewise. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Solomon, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes. My name is Henry. I was calling you about your building on Jackson Street. How you doing?
Who's this?
My name is Henry. I'm a local commercial broker. I'm working with a client going through a 1031 exchange. And I was calling you about your property on Jackson Street. I was just
what about it?
Yeah, so like I said, they're going through a 1031 exchange, and they need to move quite a sum of money fairly quickly. And I was just curious if you would be totally against selling the building.
I love your sales, babe.
I appreciate that.
Where are you based out of?
I have a place in Red Bank and I have a place in Miami.
And where are you based out of currently?
Well, my fiance hates the cold, so we're about to be in Miami. But I actually
Local or
no. So I grew. Listen, I grew up in Freehold. I'm in Jersey all the time. You know, just if my fiance feels like it's going to be cold this week, we're in Florida for a couple days. I'm a local guy in Jersey, though.
What do you know about my building that you reaching out to me?
I have a client who's going through 1031. He likes to buy industrial warehouse properties. He likes Freehold Township. We don't love, or Freehold Borough in this case. Love to see what I literally went to school at Freehold Borough, right? 5 seconds away. So I know the area very well.
Look, I'm not in the market to sell. I'm not in the market to sell, to be honest. But if you have a crazy offer, then I might entertain it.
Do you occupy? Okay, you run the company there. Got it. I mean, are you looking to acquire more warehouses like you have here, or what's the game plan?
Obviously, this place, I'm gonna outgrow the place sooner rather than later, and I'd like to buy a new property before I move. I don't want to rent. So if I get a good offer here, I can move to a different location where I don't have to pay, prime real estate.
I understand.
It's a very good location. It's a unique location because it's in smack in the middle of the borough. You're not going to find it other way.
Yeah, I agree with that. What kind of property are you looking for to move into?
I'm not looking to move. I'm going to call you that I'm looking to move. Yeah, if I want to sell, I said I'll entertain it. Have a great offer.
I understand. Yeah. So, but again, like I know that obviously we
give
have.
me an offer.
I'll bring you an offer. I can definitely do that. I'll get something in writing for you, and then we can start with that. I'm curious, what's the best email for you so I can send you something over in writing? All right, thank you, Solomon. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. I was looking for Andrew, please. Yeah, hi Andrew. My name is Henry. I run a small investment office local to you here in Allentown. I was just giving you a call because my partner and I just sold off a few properties and we're going through a 1031 exchange. So I was just curious if you'd be totally against selling the building.
Selling the building?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was just curious if you'd be totally against.
Yeah, I did sell it.
Oh, okay. You already sold the property at 124?
Yeah, I mean, we're not closed on it until January 4th, but yes, I did.
Oh, you're waiting for the new year. I got you. So are you already in contract officially? Officially? So you're in contract officially on it already?
Yes, sir.
That's great.
I have, the deposit's been escrow.
Well, that's great. Well, listen, I mean, do you have anything else you might consider selling, or was this the only property you had?
But not right now. It's a 35-acre horse farm. There's two entrances. The driveway runs through. It's about a half a mile long, and the other entrance is 850 Province Line.
Got it. So this is 38 acres of horse farm.
35.
35 acres of horse farm. Got it.
Right. There's barn, riding arena.
Nice. That's awesome. I mean, do you
10,000 square foot Jamie built house.
That's amazing. Do you operate a business there, or you live there?
Just live there.
Okay, nice. I mean, when would you even consider hearing an offer on that?
Not for a couple of years yet.
Not for another couple of years.
So that way, my wife gets tired of doing the horses, what she's been doing for 45 years.
God bless her. That's awesome.
I know.
That's amazing. Well, listen, I mean, look, we'll keep in touch. I definitely, I might have somebody interested. Maybe one of my partners, specializes in that, would be possibly open to something. But we'll keep in touch over the next couple of years and see what happens.
All right, buddy. Have a good day.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Have a great day. Bye. If you have any questions on sales, prospecting, business, anything like that, make sure you put it in the comment section down below. We respond to every single comment. If you're looking for sales scripts similar to what I'm using today, make sure that you go in the description down below and check out our sales script, because we also have a free course giveaway that we're doing right now. So by downloading the script book, you also have access to getting one of our courses for free. So make sure you check that out. Make sure we provide you some amazing value. Have some great content coming up as well. So make sure you guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. We would really appreciate that. Hitting the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, because I want to continue making stuff just like this. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, John. My name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in Long Branch, and I'm sure you get calls like this a lot. I was calling about your building on Long Branch Avenue, and my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange, and we got quite a bit of money to spend, and just calling a few local properties and seeing if you might consider selling the building.
Not at this time, but keep us on your list for maybe another year or two.
Okay. I mean, even just between you and I mean, like, even if I got a pretty ridiculous number that we can come to, like a lease-back or something. I'm guessing
What do you consider your top number right now?
Hold on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds.
Ballpark.
1 second. I'm just pulling up something real fast. Do you occupy the building? I mean, like the business there as well?
Yes.
Okay.
We own the building and we run our business there.
And you run your business, got it. And do you occupy 100% of it? Like you'd probably let's just say the number made absolute sense. I'm not saying it would or not, but I'm saying you would probably structure a lease back.
The whole property, we use the whole property to run our business.
Got it. Okay, got it. Let's see here. I mean, we're going through, a $4 million 1031 exchange right now. I don't know if that's even somewhere in the range that you'd even consider.
It's too, we're still running our business. We have another location for our business, so
Yeah,
down the road would be a candidate, but I'd say about another year and a half.
got
Okay?
it. So I mean, so why don't we do this, John? Is this your cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna keep your contact information. And what's your email? Because I at least want to put something in writing to you, so at least this way you have it. I'll at least just send over a letter of intent to you. Sounds good, John. I appreciate you. Thank you.